Just a quick heads up on my Twitch. Follow me on my Twitch. Lucky Johnny was the one who sent me to react to this video, so shout out to Lucky Johnny. I really appreciate you. He's one of my awesome, amazing loyal viewers. Everybody enjoy, like, comment, subscribe on this content. Let's get it. Let's run it. Of this, bro, of like big fuck of like empty like space like type shit. Like I don't know what's beyond, bro. Johnny, bro, you killing me, bro.
Sprinkled over the black emptiness of space. As you kept looking, its vastness grew and invaded your mind, making you realize the scale of the expanding universe and how small you are in comparison.
This is why I don't like space.
Filling you with a dreadful emotion that can be hard to describe, as if you inadvertently peeked at something beyond yourself. That is what cosmic horror is about. Beyond the monsters, the violence, and the danger.
Hey, Johnny. What's Johnny, bro? Yo. Why are you sending me this? Johnny, why are you sending me scary shit? Why are you sending me scary shit? Yo, was that second? Oh, okay. We have to react to it. Bro, I have too many tabs, bro. I don't even know which one you sent me. I have so many tabs. I don't even remember which one it was. Was it this? No. It was Cosmic Horror, bro. Oh, this is the one.
This horror is about the awareness of the limits of your own humanity.
Oh, God.
Early 20th century writer H.P. Lovecraft wrote extensively on the subject, which is why the genre is also referred to as Lovecraftian horror.
Look at him. Even his face looks like horror. Bro. Look at his fucking face. His fucking face. Bro, does his face not look like he belongs in one of those horror games that you find and like, what is it called? What is that shit called? Like, it's not Friday the 13th, bro. It was some shit like I can't remember it, but I swear to God, I'm gonna find it. I'll find it, but not right now.
Referred to as Lovecraftian horror. His stories often dealt with characters coming face to face with something beyond their understanding. As much as Lovecraft's works have inspired.
Yo, listen, bro, please, please don't send me another one, okay? I want to play Fragpunk after this. Okay? I want to play Fragpunk, and this is already scaring me, like, a lot, bro. That face just scared the shit out of me. I don't know who, bro.
Well-known writers such as.
Nah, I'll tell you what though. Tomorrow, send me as much as you want. I'll probably just react like pretty much all day.
Stephen King or Neil Gaiman or even Junji Ito's mangas. His brand of horror has not often been successfully adapted to a visual medium. Unlike slasher movies, possession horror, sci-fi.
Bro, okay. Johnny, why are you sending me this? And it's like 12, bro, at night, bro. Please.
By horror or monster movies, cosmic horror isn't as prevalent on the screen. So why is that? Why is cosmic horror hard?
You find it interesting? Yo, you find torturing me interesting, eh? Yo, this guy likes to torture me.
Can you describe it at all?
No, I'm not gonna lie, it is interesting. Like, horror in and of itself is actually extremely interesting, and I love horror. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I love Outlast is my favorite game. Okay, let me react to this. I'm sorry. Just let me know if I'm yapping too much. Just be like, yo, bro, you're yapping too much. Watch the vid. You know what I mean? Just let me know.
No.
Let's take a look at an excerpt from H.P. Lovecraft's The Unnameable that clearly shows one of the biggest issues of adapting cosmic horror to the visual medium. Good God, Manton, but what was it? Those scars. Was it like that? And I was too dazed to exult when he whispered back a thing I had half expected.
Oh, pause real quick, pause. Yo, yap as much as you like. Yo, on God reviving. Yo, let me know. Tell me if there's an ad. If there's an ad, type ad. I'm pausing the video until the ad finishes. And once the ad finishes, say finished. And then we're going to resume the video. And I still didn't take ads off, but I don't know how to take ads off. Because, like, I'm like, yes, I'm new. Okay, bro. You already know. I need to take ads off, basically.
No, it wasn't that way at all. It was everywhere. A gelatin, a slime, yet it had shapes, 1,000 shapes of horror beyond all memory. There were eyes, and the blemish. It was the pit, the maelstrom, the ultimate abomination. Carter. It was the unnameable. As you were hearing the description of the unnameable entity, you must have gone through a certain amount of mental gymnastics to try and form a clear picture of it in your head. The writer starts by explaining its recognizable forms, but then it shifts beyond comprehension until it becomes less tangible and finally transforms into a concept.
Oh, fuck me, bro. Like the thing is, I can imagine, I imagine this shit. Like my imagination's a little bit vivid, so it's like I can feel what he's trying to say. I can feel that shit, bro.
So how do you represent an unknowable or
Of course, it's the black guy who fucking dies too. Look at his face. You see his face?
into a concept?
Look at his face, bro. Bro, this looks like my father, bro. Oh my god.
How do you represent an unknowable or unnameable horror visually? It's hard to think or imagine something greater and bigger than yourself, let alone represent it for all to see. If you give it a shape and put it on screen, it's not unknowable anymore, and therefore you take away its power.
What the fuck is that?
A movie that maneuvers around the visual aspect is The Bird Box.
I love The Bird Box.
We know that there are monsters so frightening that they cause people to go mad and commit suicide.
Crazy.
And at the same time, they are attractive to people that are already mad. At no point in the movie are we shown what the creatures look like. We only see what they cause. The biggest hints we get are the drawings made by mental patients. They are...
Oh, fuck. Did you see the other... Yeah, I seen the Bird Box. I seen Bird Box movie. Oh, man, you're scaring the shit out of me, dude. I know Johnny, bro.
vague yet ominous and do not take away from the mystery. Omitting the entity altogether because of its visual complexity is a good route. But we can also find a good example of the opposite being done.
Like, this is pretty creepy. I think what's creepier is when, like, there's more illustrations and you actually don't see what is haunting you. Because if you don't see what's haunting you, it still becomes unknown. It could be anything. And I feel like that element is more dangerous than you seeing something. Because if you can visually see something, like, yeah, it's scary, but like, you can at least see it and understand what you're seeing. If it's something that's unknown, then it's like, well, what the fuck? It could be anything, and it just makes you trip out even more. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you trip out even more. Like,
The Thing is a movie that does a great job at showing us the creature, and yet by the end, we still don't know what the true form is. Only its transition.
Yeah, it is interesting,
phases,
man.
as
This is
it makes
actually
itself
really
look
dope.
like people.
What the fuck? Johnny, why are you showing me this, bro? It's 3. It's 1 a.m. right now. Johnny, a guy's fucking hands went through a person's body, bro. Yo. Yo, Johnny, why are you showing me this? Yo, I have to pray, actually. I actually have to pray. With the blemish down the regime. Ya Allah, please keep me safe. Ya Allah, please keep me safe away from this. Or the blemish down the regime.
Or animals. The visual effects, which were all practical and groundbreaking at the time, show us nightmarish and misshapen horrors that often lack the safety of an anthropomorphic
I don't think you realize, bro. I have to sleep, right? Like, you know, I have to sleep, right?
figure. The creature constantly changes. We can't define it. We are presented with an entity that we can't understand, or whose goals we can't comprehend, even as it tries to look and sound like one of us. The Thing succeeds in representing cosmic horror, not because of the use of tentacles, a calling card of the genre, but because it honors the changing characteristics of the literary style. Just like the description of the unnameable, it can't be pinned down to one thing. It's several.
Yo, okay, stop. I'm like arachnophobic, bro. I'm arachniophobic. Oh my shits. Oh shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Why am I watching this right now, bro? Yo. Okay, for Johnny, bro. Bro, I'm not alright, bro. I just seen a fucking spider come out of a guy's face. I am not alright. I'm not alright. I'm tripping out. I'm tripping balls right now. Yo, the fuck?
Cosmic horror resides deeply in the abstract. If you recall the excerpt from earlier, the unnameable beings' descriptions are deliberately elusive. The only anchor in the sea
Oh wow,
of the
that's beautiful. I like this. I like
intangible
this.
is what the descriptions evoke in the
This is
characters,
chilling.
or
I
in
like
us.
this.
The reaction of being faced with the incomprehensible leads the character to look inwards to make sense of the complex puzzle of emotions they are left with. The most merciful thing in the world, I think, is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its contents. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity.
You know what's kind of weird or kind of a little bit like freaky? So I'm Muslim. I'll explain it to you after this video. Hold on, let me put it down in my notes, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna put it down in my notes because like I really want to explain this to you because it freaks me out a little bit. I wanted to talk about jinn kind because I'm Muslim. Okay, I put it in my notes. Okay, so that way I won't forget it. Okay. All right.
And it was not meant that we should voyage far. The sciences, each straining in its own direction, have hitherto harmed us little. But someday the piecing together of the associated knowledge will open up such terrifying vistas of reality, and of our frightful position therein, that we shall either go mad from the revelation, or flee from the deadly light into the peace and safety of a new dark age.
Fuck, Johnny, bro, I'm too hot, bro. Big pause, bro. Yo, you got me hot out here, bro. I'm scared, bro. I'm sweating, bro. I have swamp ass right now, bro. You fucked me up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yo, Johnny.
Imagine trying to portray the emotions in the previous passage onto film. Existential dread is an emotion that is difficult to explain. It's a feeling that we rarely experience in comparison to happiness, fear, or anger. On top of its rarity, not everyone can verbalize it or express it in a way that others can understand it. It is often misunderstood or interpreted as something else. Therein lies the hard task of representing those emotions on film and making the audience share those feelings as well. The emotions born of cosmic horror are similar to the genre's monsters. Abstract, not fully formed, hard to harness, hard to describe. It's difficult to show the introspection of a character coming to terms with the fragility of their own humanity. This type of inner monologue is usually best explored in literature. But an intimate inwards realization can be done without having the character say anything. Like in the scene in Annihilation, where the main character is face to face with a being that is emulating her. She slowly begins to understand it without the use of dialogue.
Oh, that's scary.
Sometimes the best thing to do is to let the visuals speak for themselves.
It's just
if showing a monster can handicap your movie, so can explaining it.
So it was a...
That's exactly what I just said earlier, bro. I was saying like if you don't show, that's exactly what I was saying. If you don't show something, it can be scarier sometimes not showing the monster.
It's like assigning a shape to something that doesn't have any. It's all about balance.
Yeah.
Some movies might get the visuals right, but they lack a cohesive or poignant story, and are missing a sense of foreboding or dread. In other cases, the setting is perfect, the mood is just right, but the effects are laughable and far from frightening.
Yeah.
If you want to explore cosmic horror but don't have a big budget, the Bird Box's example is one to replicate.
It's perfect.
Don't show the creatures and let people's imaginations do the work.
Exactly.
If you're lucky enough to have a bigger budget and have a lot of creativity, practical effects like those in The Thing or The Void can do the trick. Just don't forget the second and equally important half of the equation when creating the story. Good cosmic horror balances the external aesthetic of a sci-fi movie, but with the internal feel of an existential film. People are so hung up with the aesthetics, the tentacles, and the monster that they fail to explore the bigger questions, because that's even more complex. They themselves don't understand it. Not enough movies go into the abstract of the themes.
Holy shit, that's even scarier. Oh my god, that even explains this world even deeper. It's like we don't even understand like the monster, what birthed the monster, the origin of the monster, why the monster is there. Sometimes we get why the monster is there, but like the monster of the monsters, like meaning like what created it, what made it, how did it come to be, basically. A lot of times we don't understand that aspect of it, and it's like because we lack that understanding, it's like we have to accept in ourselves that we're too dumb to know how we could even defend ourselves if anything happens. Like, I don't know, it just goes into a crazy deeper rabbit hole, I feel like, that we just don't understand.
They stay at the surface level with the visuals, and it's completely understandable. What is the limit of our humanity? What happens when we go beyond it?
Yeah,
If something is hard to think about,
this is that shit that scares me too, like going beyond and shit. Like, this is why I don't fuck with like weed, and I don't fuck with like anything that's psychoactive, like that much, because like, bro, I don't want to go beyond, bro. Like, everything here at this level is already enough for me. I'm scared already because there's so much we don't even understand. I think is it Neil deGrasse Tyson said it best. It was like basically like bro, if we see an illusion of a, like in a picture book, our brain, it tricks our brain. Now imagine you add like a whole bunch of substances and chemicals to your brain. Like, you're allowing your brain to kind of like go beyond its normal scope without it even understanding, and can, being tricked. It can easily be tricked and confused, and I feel like that's like when anxiety comes in, and a whole bunch of stuff can happen because, bro, we're just so limited, bro.
then it's hard to verbalize. And if it's hard to verbalize, then it's near impossible to show. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. We invite you to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet.